Starting in 2021, Canada has committed to spend up to $100 billion over a 3-year period to fortify the country's economic recovery. Canadians understand that this crisis demands targeted, time-limited support to keep people and businesses afloat and to build our way out of the COVID-19 recession, said Canadian Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister, Chrystia Freeland. The stimulus includes continued support for parents with young children. A close read of the Canada Revenue Agency policy on qualifying for the Canadian Child Benefit, however, reveals anachronistic language that harbors a subtle dose of sexism. The fiscal plan unveiled by Canada includes money to help improve infection control in long-term care facilities. It will provide 10-year business loans of up to $1 million for those in industries vulnerable to economic shutdowns due to the coronavirus pandemic, including tourism, travel, and the arts. The package also promises up to $1,200 for each child under 6 years old, to support lower and middle-income families. It is the largest economic relief package for our country since the Second World War, Freeland noted. Part of the new package includes payments to aid families with young children. Canadians who qualify for the Canadian Child Benefit (CCB) will receive up to $1,200 in 2021 for every child they have under the age of 6. Families that make less than $120,000 a year will receive 4 tax-free payments of $300 over the course of 2021. Families that make more than $120,000 will receive 4 tax-free payments of $150. The announcement will benefit roughly 1.6 million Canadian families and cost the government $2.4 billion in 2021. COVID-19 has been especially hard for young children and their families. We know that many middle-class families are really struggling, said Freeland. The full eligibility requirements for the CCB are listed on the Government of Canada's website. The first provisions are intuitive. You have to live with a child under the age of 18 and you need to be a resident of Canada for tax purposes. But then you get to a section titled, Who is primarily responsible for the care of the child, which instructs Canadians that the person who has the main accountability for a youngster should apply for the CCB. What follows is an outmoded perpetuation of gender stereotypes. Canada's policy states that, when both a female and male parent live in the same home as the child, the female parent is usually considered to be primarily responsible for the care and upbringing of the child. She should be the one applying for the CCB. Surprised? So was I. One would expect more gender-neutral language from a government spearheaded by a progressive like Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. One could forgive this assumption if there was an easy path for a man to apply as the primary caregiver.